So this video is a behind-the-scenes look at the cave and adaptation of Plato's Allegory in clay.
Are you listening?
So this video is all about taking a behind-the-scenes look at a film that I produced on behalf of Bullhead Entertainment, The Cave, an adaptation of Plato's Allegory in clay. It's a stop-motion animation. It consists of thousands of photographs. It's one of the most famous and most important stories of all time, in my opinion. But basically, there are three prisoners who are stuck and trapped, locked in a cave, and all they ever see, all they ever witness, all they ever experience are these shadows that are cast on a wall in front of them. That is their whole reality. That is what they know, and that is what is real. But one day, a prisoner is actually released from the cave, and he is released, and he sees that there's actually this fire from behind that's casting these shadows from all these animals and people and objects outside of the cave that are casting these shadows onto the wall in front of them, and that is the true reality. So, he's astonished, and he rushes back into the cave to tell the others. But, to his dismay, they don't believe him. They think he's crazy, he's chastised, and basically they think he's nuts. So it's a story about how reality is more than what it seems to be on the surface. It's not just your opinion. So it's a story of open-mindedness and the notion that not everything is necessarily how it seems to be on the surface. This film is actually used as an educational tool now all around the world to teach Plato's Allegory of the Cave. I originally decided to produce it for Bullhead Entertainment to be part of a documentary about ghosts called Chasing the Shadows. I'll put a link below. But basically the point of it was to, it was a film about the possibility of the existence of ghosts and the possibility of life after death. And so Plato's Allegory seemed to fit well with asking people to be open-minded about that type of thing possibly existing. And so that's why initially I wanted to produce it, but we ended up releasing it on its own because we didn't think it quite fit. But this story, Plato's Allegory, is used not just for that. People use it for different reasons to teach as a philosophical tool. But the film ended up doing very well. It played festivals all over the world. It actually won Best Animation at several festivals, including the USA Film Festival and the Edmonton International Film Festival, just to name a couple. It was shot in a barn in Boulder, Colorado, and animated by a very, very talented animator, John Paul Grigsby, who's also a fairly well-known musician and tours all over the world. I worked with John also on another film called The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf, a stop-motion adaptation. This film did so well that I decided to produce another stop-motion animation of Aesop's classic tale of the boy who cried wolf. And so Plato's Allegory of the Cave inspired me to do this. And that film was a lot of fun to produce. There are some humorous and darker elements, so it's kind of a new spin on the boy who cried wolf. I'll put a link below to that film, but this Plato's Allegory of the Cave was directed by Michael Ramsey. Both he and John Paul Grigsby are very talented individuals, in my opinion. There's something about the look of a stop-motion animation that's really, really unique, because you're basically taking thousands of photographs and putting them together to make a fluid animation, so it's quite different than something that is computer generated. A couple other interesting facts about this film is the lighting actually was achieved by candlelight at the back of the set, and each time a character moved, their feet had to be screwed and unscrewed from the bottom of the set, so every single time they took a step, they had to have their feet screwed in. So it took a little over 3 weeks to shoot this film. All in all, I think this is one of the most important classic stories of all time. So to bring it to life in an animation was just really, really fulfilling and exciting. And I think it's a really unique piece of art. You can watch it actually for free on YouTube. I will put a link below. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of this film. I love checking out your comments, so be sure to put that below. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I do weekly vlogs, behind the scenes videos, and interviews with some of the most compelling people I can find having to do with film, fortune, and fame. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support.